We went to the championship. We not playing no defense, right? We had a two-time offense and defensive guy. We got put out every round for a guy who only plays offense. I don't want to hear this narrative. When did Jokic play defense? He out there busting this.
Can't even move. Luka don't even pick up.
Denver don't even play defense, but they wiped us out. Give me Luka.
Brandon. He just said
Euro versus Euro. Let them two cancel each other out. Euro versus Euro.
Your boy just said we got to the championship.
Offense wins.
He just said we got to the championship without playing defense. That's what he just said. So how are you going to win a championship?
He got to look at Luka's team he had.
LeBron James. We don't have Kyrie. We got LeBron James.
Right? That's a big difference.
Hey, Luka had who?
He had PJ.
Kyrie. Who do we have? LeBron James.
Gil's Arena reacts to the AD and Luka trade. Check out what they had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Mr. Cemetery Larry Rashad McCants, what is your reaction to the Mavs trading Luka to the Lakers for Anthony Davis? Okay. Glasses coming on.
As well.
It's so disappointing. I mean, I be thinking we just gonna talk hoop, man, and be real. And you got the biased fanboy, but the writing's on the walls. Yeah, Luka's Kim Kardashian.
A megastar.
He's a megastar. Like Kim. Okay, I get
Billionaire.
it.
I get it. We get it.
She's free, and we don't know why. Man, you got all the qualities. Why would you just give something so precious up so easily? Why did you want to get rid of it? Why would I want it?
Good question.
We don't really ask these questions when we really looking from the outside. Like, why the is Luka Doncic going to the Lakers for Anthony Davis? We not asking no questions, right?
He never asked me when.
That's just like when they said, go get that just lined up. Didn't ask where it was going, where it came from or nothing. Just did it.
Yeah, as far as Luka and the Mavs pretty much being done with him, there's rumors that he spoke to the front office and he wasn't going to sign an extension and he wanted to go to the Lakers. Those are the reports as well. And again, if you're the Lakers, an AD for Luka, for the short term, of course, the Mavs win. But in the long term, this trade could be good for the Lakers. But it's all going to be dependent on Luka Doncic, his conditioning, losing the weight. That was some issues that were coming about in Dallas from what I've been hearing. So it could have just been, we're not going to pay you that $345 million super max. You're not in shape. You don't play defense. We don't think we can win with you. It would make sense to go ahead and get rid of Luka now. I call this a sneak trade. No one's seen this coming other than Rich Paul, Clutch Sports, and LeBron James. Those are the only people that may have knew about this trade happening before. But again, it's definitely a shocker. And the Mavs, they're kind of, scratching their head right now, especially Jason Kidd.
Man, y'all not answering the real questions, man. Y'all ain't watched Luka. I jumped off the chip.
You did jump off the Luka Doncic?
I said, man, listen, I need a guy who's going to play both sides of the ball.
That's what the Mavs
You just let a guy go who plays both sides of the ball.
Who? Luka?
Which one?
Yeah, Luka.
Anthony Davis.
What? Hold on.
Both sides of the ball.
Because Luka
You let Anthony Davis go for a guy
That's 25.
that you all watched jog around on defense, jog around with effort. Nobody said nothing.
Nothing.
Coach didn't do nothing. You got to a new coach that's got less respect than your old coach. And you think you're going to be able to go over here and be 270 and run up and down without an LA fan? Real Laker fans. Real Laker fans is looking like, yeah, it's Luka, but what the hell, how long we got to wait for this ship to turn around and get on track?
No, we're not.
It's cold out here. We out here on the dock. It's cold. It's a breeze.
They
got
2 years.
Huh?
Now,
They got 2 years.
Hey, now one person said that in LA.
2 years. 2026. They said we got 10.
Shaw, you were the first person in LA to say that, but you're not a Lakers
Hey,
fan.
I don't get. Luka didn't play no defense last year, right?
He was just preserving his body.
And he went to the championship.
With Joe, he went
We had a two-way player, huh? We got put out in the first round. Let's swap this.
I'll say this.
Let's swap this.
I'll say this to the LA fans. Y'all keep adopting this attitude about where. Hey, y'all let
Please.
don't tell you nothing.
How many championships we got? 17.
Yeah, Luka never played defense, but he was able to lead a team to an NBA Finals, even though they got destroyed by the Celtics. So again, maybe they feel as though if we swap AD for Luka, we came that close by playing defense here and there with that roster. Maybe they feel as though we can go back and possibly win it within a year or two. That's all I'm hearing about. Can the Mavs win a championship within the next 2 seasons? You got an AD 31-32, Kyrie about 33, Klay 35. You did get Max Christie, a 22-year-old that's going to be a solid player for the next decade. Of course, nowhere close to Luka, but at least you got someone that can take over for Klay once they're done with them in about 2 or 3 years. So it makes sense for the near future, for the right now for the Mavs. But getting rid of a Luka, if he was balling like that, almost 300 pounds, if he can lose the weight, get on that LeBron James workout fitness routine, the Lakers have something, but they got to keep him engaged. Hopefully he's engaged and ready to go, has a chip on his shoulder, motivated. A lot of people kind of writing Luka off as far as being that legacy type player that can deliver championships to an organization. Maybe being around LeBron James can help.
Hey,
He do got to play defense.
nah, you know.
Don't let him.
No,
he ain't. But I'm just saying.
And whatever defense he played to get to the championship last year,
adopt the narrative.
We good.
Adopt the narrative, Brandon. You know what's that?
Defense he played last year.
Hey, Nick,
to
do you
get
play
to the
defense?
championship in the West.
I don't know what that is. Offense.
So that's the side that don't play no defense.
Offense wins championship.
That's the side of the couch don't play no defense.
Gotta play some
Y'all would all agree with each other.
NBA champions.
I seen Kyrie, I seen Steph. They at least play some defense.
We went to the championship. We not playing no defense, right? We had a 2-time offense and defensive guy. We got put out every round for a guy who only plays offense. I don't want to hear this narrative.
For real.
When did Jokic play defense? He out there busting this.
Can't even move. Logan don't even pick up.
Denver don't even play defense, but they wiped us out. Give me Luka.
Brandon. He just
don't
said
play
Euro versus Euro.
Brandon.
Let them two cancel each
Brandon.
other out.
Your boy-
Euro versus Euro.
Your boy just said we got to the
39-10
championship.
versus 30-12.
He just said we got to the championship without playing defense. That's what he just said.
Yeah, think
You said
about it though.
Luka didn't play
Luka,
defense.
you said
You said he played defense, right?
No disrespect.
So then, how are you gonna win a championship?
He got to look at Luka's
James.
team he had. Like,
LeBron James. We don't have Kyrie. We got LeBron James.
right?
That's sports.
That's a big difference.
Hey, Luka had who?
He had PJ.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
Who do we have? LeBron James.
Telling you.
Well, maybe having a LeBron James could be that deciding factor for Luka if he's able to help lead the Lakers back to the NBA Finals. But at the end of the day, the Mavs, they still had a solid roster. Even though they didn't have a Klay Thompson, they still played really great in the playoffs and was able to kind of, get out that Western Conference. So it's going to be a little tougher this season just because you got the OKC Thunder playing good. The Nuggets, they're starting to pick up their stride, but it's just a better situation in the Western Conference than it was last season. You got teams that are, 9th and 10th that can make a play for the first 6 seeds of the Western Conference. So Luka, he gonna have to play that defense, man. He gonna have to be able to move them puppies, move his feet, get to where he got to on defense. It could take away from his offense, but if you got LeBron there, Luka shouldn't have to score 35 and 40 points per game just for the Lakers to be a solid team. You're gonna have to put up your 25 to 30. LeBron gonna have to do the same. Austin Reeves, Rui, those are the ones that are gonna make a huge impact. The others, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna be able to pick up the slack on defense? Because Luka coming back from an injury, never known for defense. So it's gonna be 50-50 for the Lakers, but it could take them a season or two just to get back to the finals.
So AD under contract until at least 2027 with a player option following that season. But Kyrie has a player option after this season. Klay has one in 2026. Less than 2 weeks ago, AD was critical of the Lakers front office for not securing a solid option at the 5 so he could play his preferred position at the 4, power forward. So now he gets his wish, albeit in a new location.
Nasty
So,
work.
Shab, we're going to start with you first. We'll start with Kane, the bully from Oak Cliff, Dallas native. How much has AD moved the needle for the Mavs this season and the coming years?
Well, for one, to get to play his preferred position that he's been asking to play. They made it they made it to the championship with Luka and that squad last year, so they get better defensively to a certain
Much
degree.
better.
And people were saying J. Kidd not on board with this. because of his look in the press conference. That's just JK.
That's just his disposition.
Yeah.
Former teammate.
JK the winner. People that don't know this, like this man preaches both sides of the ball, right? He's a complete basketball thought process of a guy, right? Seeing him challenge guys when we were in Milwaukee with that year in a certain situation. Nah, man, I think he on board with this, man. But, how far does it move the needle for Dallas with Anthony Davis being there? We'll see. I don't know. I think both sides get something they desired.
I think it's a great defensive move for the Mavericks. You got one of the best two-way players in the NBA that can give you 25 and 10 and then can turn around and give you multiple blocks per game and man the paint. So the Mavs, they're good defensively and it didn't take too much of a hit offensively, but it's just the future of your franchise as far as having that young superstar player. You had that with Luka, even though he wasn't in shape, whatever the case may be. Defensively, he had his moments, but for the most part, terrible defender. But when you have those type of players like a LaMelo Ball and those type of young caliber players, the Trae Youngs, you're not really going overboard with them if they don't play defense. That's why you make sure you have at least 5 to 6 people on your roster that you can mix and match and put into the game when you need that defensive stop. Or if you're having a bad game offensively, you know you have players that are going to hold it down on the defensive end. So at least you got that with AD, and you got a solid young player, Max Christie, and you got a first-round pick.
I think you said all the ingredients to a championship team, things that were missing. They had 2 bigs that could play defense and rebound. They didn't have 2 bigs that could score. They didn't have 1 big that could score. You got 2 guards out there, ball dominant, without an actual 3-man that can go out there and mitigate the offense. So what you go do is you go get a shooter in Klay. You got Kyrie Irving, questionably one of the greatest guards to ever play the game. You got PJ Washington, which is a multi-talented, multi-versatile player. And then you add Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year candidate, MVP candidate, 28 and 13, some odd, weird, great number. And you say to yourself, what are the chances of us making this move now? You got to have somebody with big cojones. I have to applaud Nico because the idea of it only has to be backed up with truth. The truth that Jason Kidd can only take so much. And he's going to Nico saying, man, listen, man, I don't know how much more of this I could take because we're watching film and film don't lie. And when you watch film and you're trying to figure out why you're losing and this one thing keep pointing out, blaring, it's like, damn, rewind it, him again. 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 Damn. Damn. I wish your sleep right now. He jumps out of here to make you take out this goddamn trash. Take out this goddamn trash I just motherfucking dumped out on the corner. Come on, take out this goddamn trash. Wake your ass up. Nico, y'all did the right fucking thing. It's hard to offload some shit that's keeping you down.
Keeping you down. Sick.
It's hard. It's hard work. I had a motherfucker living with me. I had to try to get the out. I couldn't do it. I didn't want to be mean. I want to be nice.
Yeah. How come every time we in the arena, you in the arena? The goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah, it's sending a message to all the players. All the players.
All the superstars?
Yes, you are not off limits.
Yes, that definitely does.
We surprised all y'all for this.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing with the Nico Harrison, GM of the Mavs. He's catching a lot of backlash on social media, but at the end of the day, if Luka wasn't doing his thing, the film is the obvious truth. That's the proof that you need to know, okay, can we really put up with this for multiple years? Is it going to come down to Luka missing defensive assignments that's going to cost us games, especially in the playoffs? So I see why he made the move for the right now, for the near future, but for the long term, it's like, how do you give up on a generational talent like that? How do you not continue to pull him aside, even if you got to do it once a month? You got to meet with him, go over game plans. Here goes the mistakes. You don't got to embarrass him, in front of the team. Superstar players have different type of treatment. So just keep pulling him aside and seeing if you can help him out. See if he can put in extra hours in the gym, working on his defense and conditioning. But it's tough to get rid of a generational talent. So that lets me know maybe Luka hit him up. I ain't going to re-sign with y'all. I'm going to leave anyway, so get something from me now. there's some conflicting reports that he was blindsided by this. So I'm looking forward to seeing the truth about this situation. We may never find out, but I'm sure there's going to be some insiders within the near future that's going to break this type of news as far as this whole trade.
No, because all of them GMs ain't built like that.
So let's talk about
built like Nico. Like to make that decision in real time.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
right.
And J Kid be with it.
25.
And JP be with
right?
it. Be with it.
To make that decision.
Shit.
No, everybody ain't built like that, bro.
So let's talk about the long-term ramifications of that move.
Everybody just gonna look in them back like, yeah, I'm finna do this.
So Harrison,
Right? No.
as I mentioned before, Harrison said that Luka received no warning in advance about the trade, and Harrison's calls and texts to Luka after the trade was announced went unanswered.
Can you say that the thing that Nico said?
Yes.
The reasons why?
Yeah.
The reasons why they traded?
It's the main one.
Yeah, the main
I'll read it
reason.
for you.
It was just for
He said, I believe that defense wins championships.
Stop.
That's it.
End quote.
Hey, Lucas,
They just
Lucas said I
lost
could
the
talk today.
Listen, they
Lucas
just
said I could talk
they
today.
just lost the championship.
No, end quote.
And he just said,
They lost to-
we
they
believe
had no chance
this.
to beat
They ain't had no.
In order for us to truly win that game, that series, we need to play defense.
Even if he did play D, they wasn't beating
They
Boston.
wasn't
What?
Boston, man.
They wasn't beating.
No, I ain't saying that we would have, but he just.
Had a
there
better
was-
chance.
Come on,
It was a
one more K, chat.
type thing.
We need 77 for Luka.
That's all.
We 420
Like I said,
away.
I don't think because if you really, I'm saying we're hoopers, right? We think about the game in totality, right? If you really break it down, what all Anthony Davis brings to the table when available, when he's out there.
What's the key word you said?
Boy, it goes to both of them too.
Yes, it does.
So,
Luka
When he-
preserving his body for
okay,
this.
when available, Anthony Davis is one of, if not,
Top three.
he's top 3 big in the NBA. So,
But now we got
What is
Ladera
Luka?
Heights Luka.
say it again.
What is Luka?
As what?
Top.
Top what?
Top 3 point guards.
Okay.
Luka.
Playmaker, top 3 playmaker in the NBA. Right? So, okay, give you that. But if we thinking about winning and what the head coach and the organization think about winning, then and for you to present it to the ownership and them laugh, it's like, hey,
Did you hear the other part though?
340 who?
There's another part?
Yeah.
340 what?
There was another team that got offered the same trade, and they said, "Nah, we good."
Yeah.
Again, just still shocked. I think the whole NBA world, even after 48 hours, they're still thinking like, what's really going on? So if defense was the reason why they let Luka go, I don't think that's enough. But if you're a Lakers fan, you're happy for the long term. And if you're the Mavs, maybe this would have been the best opportunity to still be competitive, not wash away the season and still fight in the playoffs. So I like this trade for both teams either way, but just for Luka to be traded like that, it's still kind of surprising.
Allegedly. Because I doubt that.
Of course, you would doubt it, but
No, I mean, I
how
doubt.
bad does it sound?
It's for another name too, probably.
No, what I'm saying is I doubt it because they said
I think they were
it was
shopping.
quiet.
You think
and-
this is the only team they call?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, you would.
Because no one else.
It's convenient for you to think that.
I think it's
because
only
the-
one other guy that fits
Because the
this.
person that declined it would have said Luka's on the mark. So the
Why
fact
would
that
he
it didn't
say
get
that?
out.
No. Why would
so
he
the
say
fact
that?
that it didn't get out, and this is his best friend.
Yeah.
This is his best friend. This is only one conversation.
I think they called Milwaukee and was like, would
Doc
you? No, they didn't call Doc. I'm saying they didn't call Doc. They called
Luka in the chat.
man.
So yeah, we're gonna see how this trade works out. Again, it works now for the Mavs, but in the future, of course, you would like this trade for the Lakers. If Luka can stay healthy, he's still under 30 by 25, 26. So he's still good just as far as being at the right age to take over an NBA team. But again, he got to stay healthy and look forward to seeing how this thing works out for LA and Dallas.